Moses, a couple of days to yourself. What did you get up to, and are you feeling mentally and physically refreshed and ready to really crack on these next 4 days of training?
Yeah, well, I didn't get up to a great deal on the days off. I was actually feeling quite flat after the last two tests. Needed a couple of days off, so it was good to just chill out and hang around and sort of just let the mind relax a little bit. Obviously, a little bit of reflection to be done after the first couple of tests and to see how we can improve individually and as a collective as well. So there was a little bit of soul searching, I guess you could say, but most of all, really just chilled out, watched a couple of movies and hung around the hotel.
And you said you did a little bit of soul searching there. Have you thought about anything that at an individual level, or as you say, a collective, that you think we really need to improve on?
Look, I think the guys, obviously if we had plans to come over here to just keep working at our plans, at our individual strengths and trust them until they, I guess we just have to keep backing our plans and stay strong to them. Obviously they haven't quite worked yet in the first couple of tests, but I think with the extra few days in between tests we have here, and obviously I think all the players over here are learning, so you can only expect an improved performance in the third test.
Yeah, it's been touched on a couple of times, I think, but there's not many players in the current 11 had played, or even in the squad had played much Test cricket in India. Have you learnt a great deal since being here about playing 4-day cricket, and what do you expect from the conditions in Mohali? Have you played there before?
I have played in Mohali before, but only in shorter form, so I assume in Test match cricket it'll be just a completely different experience, like the last two places we've played at have been where I'd played there before in shorter forms, but the Test match wickets were a completely different wicket. So I'm expecting something new, something that I've never experienced before again. So and as the rest of the boys would probably be as well. So I think there are some adjustments that need to be made, obviously, but I'm backing all the guys to work really hard over the next couple of days and to come out and hopefully give India a good run.
The locals sort of are saying that the pitch here might be a bit more conducive to fast bowling. Are you reading much into that, or are you expecting another turner that we've seen so far in Hyderabad and Chennai, which obviously India have been playing very well on?
I can't imagine conditions will change too much from the last couple of tests. It's obviously working for them. I don't think they're going to come and roll out a green seamer for us. So I think the conditions will be somewhat similar. And as we've had a couple of games now to adjust to these conditions, and we've had a few weeks over here to not only come up with a plan to play in them, but to start executing that plan as well.
There was probably no illusion that it was going to be a really difficult series, 4-test series here in India. Is it tougher than you imagined?
Yeah, well, I always got told it's very tough to win over here, and to tour, as obviously the heat and all different factors come into it. And I'm thoroughly enjoying the tour so far, despite the results. I love India as a place, and I really enjoy spending my time here. I think that sort of helps, when you're away from cricket. If you're in a happy place, it obviously helps. So I'm looking forward to the next game. Hopefully the team, we can get a good result up, and hopefully give us a chance to level the series come the fourth test. But that's a long way away at the moment, especially after our first two test performances. But I know we've got the players and certainly got the talent to do it.
On a personal note, how do you feel your game has improved since coming over there? Have you learned a lot about yourself?
I think definitely. I think the way I've had to sort of adjust to these conditions, I obviously never really played in conditions like this before. So to come over here and to thinking about having to adjust my game to suit the conditions and things like that is something that I've never really had to do a great deal of before in Australia. All the wickets are somewhat similar in comparison to the difference to over here. So you know, you have your basic game plan and you stick to it, and you come over here and all of a sudden you're not facing too many fast bowlers at all, you're facing a lot more spin. So I definitely think my plans against spin have become a lot clearer. So hopefully, you know, I can take that away from the tour.